This news program is proudly brought to you by Paradise Foods, celebrating 90 years in PNG.
Marape describes signing agreement as a giant leap. Health workers yet to receive medical licenses in Western Province. And Port Moresby residents take part in the Global Walk. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Godwin Eki. Thank you for joining us. Prime Minister James Marape has hailed the signing of 4 agreements on Friday as a giant leap towards the reopening of the Porgera gold mine in Enga Province.
The agreements signed between the state and the new Porgera Limited include the Mining Development Contract, the Special Mining Lease 13, Fiscal Stability Agreement, and Escrow Arrangement for Landowners. Operated by New Porgera Limited, a company with a 51% ownership by Papua New Guinea stakeholders and 49% by Barrick, the momentous signing event took place at the Government House, witnessed among others were Governor General Sir Bob Dadai, Prime Minister Marape, Barrick Gold Corporation President and CEO Mark Bristow, company representatives, Enga Governor Sir Peter Ipatas, ministers and MPs, Porgera landowner representatives, and members of the state negotiating team. Prime Minister Marape expressed his gratitude to Mr. Bristow and the Barrick team for their care and stewardship of the mine since its closure in April 2020. He said October 13, 2023 is a day in which a giant leap was taken from April 24, 2020. He expressed that the signing of the 4 key instruments is a big step towards reopening Porgera. Prime Minister Marape emphasized that the significance of the partnership is that it is the first time that a Papua New Guinea company has merged in a joint venture with a global super major like Barrick. This incorporated joint venture is structured in a way where accountability of all parties is on the table. He added by assuring everyone that this has been done transparently. Regarding crucial issues such as the resettlement of Porgera landowners, Prime Minister Marape expressed his gratitude and thanked everyone for their patience and support. He said he believes that what has been secured under the Special Mining Lease 13 is in the best interest of everyone and looks forward to the next 20 years. He said it is his and the Enga governor's view that this arrangement will lift the living standards of Porgera Valley landowners, Enga Province landowners, and Papua New Guineans. Natasha Ovoy, National EMTV News.
The Farmers and Settlers Association have congratulated Dr. Sergey Beng on his appointment as the new Secretary for Agriculture and are anticipating that Dr. Beng will continue his engagement in bringing businesses, farmers and growers together with all commodity boards and statutory agencies to address and bring solutions to the declining agriculture sector in PNG.
Wilson Thompson, president of the Farmers and Settlers Association, said that despite the good intentions of the government and its grand announcements, including funding from the World Bank since 2010, credit revolving scheme, price support, freight subsidy scheme, or creation of 4 ministers, the agriculture production is on a declining trend and the government is yet to highlight the issues and address the serious problems facing the country. The association challenges the new secretary to turn the labor mobility scheme and the current unemployment and youth bulk around within the agriculture sector. He said that the solution lies in the tree crops plantation and blocks and commercial poultry, cattle, vegetables farming and processing that has been abandoned due to management issues, amongst others. Mr. Thompson highlighted that the commercial agriculture and processing subsector will stimulate the economy of the local surrounding communities, provide employment, support and introduce individuals, cooperatives and national businesses to new skills and farm suppliers. Furthermore, Thompson added that the commercial farming or agriculture and downstream processing require better communication, road access, electricity and water supply, amongst other, from the government that falls down to nearby communities. They request that DAL connect with PNG Growers Association, Farmers and Settlers Associations and other related associations and then push for a clear pathway to address industry needs and also put out plan to bring back the plantation and commercial agriculture. Sharon Engnui, National EMTV News.
Enop PNG, short for Answering the Cry of the Poor in PNG, saw this morning hold its annual global walk in Port Moresby.
Ella Beach this morning saw hundreds of men, women and children, robust with motivation and inspiration to support a worthy cause. The 2023 Answering the Cry of the Poor Global Walk. The fundraising walk saw support from renowned individuals like NCD's Metropolitan Superintendent Silva Sika and his team from the Royal PNG Constabulary, maintaining security throughout the walk, and Lady Emmeline Tufi Dadai, who is also in support of the cause. In her keynote speech, Lady Emmeline elaborated on Enop PNG Learning Centre, located at Geru Stage 7, that runs learning and nourishment programs for the less fortunate children below the ages of 8 with no formal education. She said funds raised will go towards supporting the programs.
Funds raised from this event will ensure support to these children is continued, as well as other vital services that Enop provides at the Learning Centre.
She reiterated the good work carried out by Enop PNG so far in the country.
Enop is reaching out to the less fortunate in our society through its social ministry of sharing love to others, and at the same time address the relevant materials and physical needs of those it assists. With all our support, Enop is able to continue its program and hopefully expand to many more communities.
The centre received a 10,000 kina support from NCD and has, among others, Bank South Pacific, Too Fast Motors and SVS Smart as its gold sponsors, Daytech in silver and Brian Bell as the bronze sponsors, to name a few. To acknowledge participation for those that took the time out to embrace the activity, consolation prizes were handed to participants who arrived early to the scene, who finished first, and who finished last from the walk. Natasha Ovoy, National EMTV News.
More than 100 health professionals in Western Province are yet to receive their medical licenses. This issue has not only affected the individuals, but has also affected their work in health facilities, which is one of the contributing factors slowing down the delivery of clinical services in the province.
The graduates from 2022 and 2023 health professionals who have successfully completed their studies at the Rumginai Nursing College in North Fly District are not working. Hence, it is a great concern their medical license should be processed. In recent graduations, respectively, the graduates had only received certificates. However, certificates are not enough to seek job opportunities, as most hospitals, health centers and ed posts require a licensed nursing officer and doctor, among others. Professionals without license have called on the school administration as to why there has been a long delay to issue the medical license. In response, the school principal, Amos Kupaloma, told the former graduates that the delay is not with the Rumginai Nursing College, rather with the board members of the National Department of Health in Port Moresby to do all assessment processes to produce their medical license. He clarified to the former graduates and the people of Western Province that this issue is not only faced by the nursing college, but also with other 15 community health working schools in the country that have been facing the similar problem. Kupaloma added that all final academic reports for each student in Rumginai are processed and sent to the National Department of Health. Therefore, the long delay is with the health authorities in Port Moresby to fix this matter so that graduates can get their medical license and be formally recognized as a certified health worker to work not only in health facilities in Western Province but the country as a whole. The school administration in Rumginai is aware of this issue and will liaise with the National Department of Health to look into this matter so that graduates from CHW schools in the country can receive their medical license on time. Several attempts made to get comments from the National Department of Health in regards to this problem were unsuccessful. Tamara Agavi, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break with more stories. Stay with us. You're watching National EMTV News. Divine Word University held its 15th missioning ceremony on Friday in Madang. The missioning event started in 2011 as an occasion that signifies the end of studies for final year graduating students commissioned to serve in the workforce.
The university's president, Professor Father Phil Gibbs, said the university is committed to teaching more than just academic knowledge, but other Christian and moral values that contribute to the students' holistic development.
Study at DWU is not just about intellectual and achievement and passing exams. It's also about emotional intelligence, learning what it means to be a servant leader, as the Archbishop has said this morning. And in the words of Cesar Chavez, the end of all knowledge is service to others.
Father Phil says the cross the students receive is a symbol of reminder that they must uphold the core values of the university and be of service to their communities and the nation. He said as Christians, the world is a hard place, hence they must rely on their faith at all times.
Christian religious symbol reminds us that even with the best intentions, we all face trials and we all face temptation to be less than our best. And there are such times it will be our faith that carries us through.
The president concluded that it is in his hope and that of the university that students will go out and help make Papua New Guinea a better place.
You are sent or dismissed, not mindlessly, but rather for a purpose. And that purpose is to fulfill your part in making Papua New Guinea a better place for everybody. That's why we came here. My hope for you today is that not only you, but others too, will benefit from your years spent at this university, which carries the holy name of the second person of the Blessed Trinity, Divine Word.
To symbolize the commissioning, each student is given a pendant in the shape of a cross to remind them to uphold the Christian values taught to them while studying at the university. Tamara Agavi, National EMTV News.
The people of Kewabi local level government in Yalebu Pangia district of Southern Highlands province will soon have a literacy school set up at Kireni. This was announced on Friday during the launching of the Kewabi Literacy School at Ponowi Primary School.
The official launching was done at Ponowi Primary School by guest speaker Assistant Secretary at the National Literacy from the Department of Education Nicholas Nembo, and Telecom Foundation Officer in charge Benjamin Moses was given the honor to cut the ribbon. The establishment of the institution, which is from the efforts of Ponowi Primary School Headmaster Siro Yoko, is to ensure all 34 council wards have literacy schools with qualified teachers as the national government, through the National Education Department, phases out the elementary school system next year and on.
Literacy program we must go. School you must line it good. That come up primary school student they come up. That's the Yalebu secondary. Big la hamamas. because this lasawe me give langep ebina loose.
Nembo commended Mr. Yoko's foresight in being the first to push for a literacy training school to set up to push the national government's agenda in delivering quality education going forward under its reform strategies.
Time you sabe read na right. You can kiss him all get an plus sabe. Long inabim sabe long make him all get a can work on this program. That's all suppose you know sabe literacy. You don't have kiss him all get an plus sabe.
Benjamin Moses said he was pleased to see the hard-working headmaster's efforts in improving the quality of education, not only for the children of Kewabi, but for the country's leaders of tomorrow. He went on to commend the hard-working teachers and the enthusiastic students, while assuring them that he had talked with their headmaster to assist them with library materials.
Teachers textbooks, long all get a subject and dictionaries atlas from grade 3 up to grade 8. By me salim kam on patam, gen by me kam sana priya by me make him this like and talk again by me make him public presentation of these block books.
Kewabi LG President Francis Willie Pia expressed gratitude on behalf of the 34 council wards for the nod given by the higher authorities to support education services to his people. Tamara Agavi, National EMTV News.
The diverse culture of Papua New Guinea is deteriorating in most parts of the country due to Western influences. Preserving cultures has been a hot topic for concerned stakeholders, where one such village in Abau District, Central Province, is Gavuone, currently experiencing the effects of Western influence. Come November 27th to the 28th of 2023, the village will come alive for the second time to host the Bawanagai and Vavari Numa festival.
Today's event will see a celebration of culture and traditions as the to participate in ethnic groups all over Abau District showcase their unique songs, dances, and artifacts. Festival Chairman Rapana Vagekona, spearheading the festival, highlighted that the purpose of this event is basically aimed at reviving the dying cultures. The event will help educate its young people about the significance of their culture as they are reminded of the efforts their ancestors had put into building the traditional canoes and huts. Vagekona explains the meaning of the Bawanagai and Vawari Numa festival.
Bawanagai is our traditional canoe, and Vaari Numa is our traditional house.
He further highlighted the time these traditional canoes and huts were no longer seen in the Gavuone community after Western influences came in.
It was in mid-1980s that we have never seen these traditional houses. The shape, the formation of the traditional houses faded and got replaced by modern buildings.
However, very few people along the Arama coast within the Marshall Lagoon gave significance to these cultural elements, but it completely died out over the years. Vagekona said these traditional canoes and huts were built from strong woods that are found in the big bushes using traditional equipments. Reflecting back on their ancestors' efforts, it was no easy job, and the Bawanagai and Vawari Numa festival will highlight ancestral knowledge and through such event will preserve the skills and knowledge. For this year's Bawanagai and Vawari Numa festival, they have received a 10,000 kina support from National Cultural Commission. Gladys Kila, National EMTV News.
The Papua New Guinea Teachers Association for the first time has developed a corporate plan for teachers in the country after many years. Vice Secretary for Papua New Guinea Teachers Association Kingston Alu explains the vision of the corporate plan.
Our vision is to restore, reform and modernize PNG. Restore all the good values that we used to enjoy in PNG. Like respect, honesty, confidence, and trust. We want to restore those things. But not just only restoring, but we want to reform them and make it more attractive. The services we have now, we want to make it more attractive for our members. And as we reform, we want to modernize PNG for the future young teachers.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. The Oceania fight promotions, upon witnessing the fight between PNG and Philippines, saw PNG get punched down badly as PNG got defeated by Philippines.
In the main bout, PNG stood tall last night to take on its opponent from Philippines. Representing PNG in one of the two main bouts last night in the lightweight division was Joe Kara, who didn't perform as anticipated to bring in the win for PNG. Despite the great effort put in by PNG, as the first two rounds saw PNG defend well and exchange punches with the Peter Estela from Philippines. While the first two rounds showed what PNG has to showcase in the right, the Philippines' opponent gave PNG a run for their money as he clocked in close punches on his PNG opponent. These close punches brought the fight to a halt as the Philippines' Peter Estela punched a knockout to the PNG's Joe Kara to bring the fight to a stop on the judges' decision in round 3. PNG was defeated through a knockout. The aim of the fight was to expose the PNG fighters and also to them some level of exposure and preparedness for any upcoming international events. Sharon Engnui, Trukai Sports.
Following the completion of the media pool competition last night, saw 20 teams from various corporate organizations present at the awards night at Lamana Hotel.
According to Chairman for Media Pool Competition, Captain Pundiu, Media Pool Competition was introduced back in 2004, about 19 years ago, with the principal aim of bringing media personals in the mainstream media to socialize and network. Pundiu went on to mention the founders of MPC.
By people like late Colin Tambari, Jack Mehta, Erwa Erwazi from the national and other, past media guys, including Wali Yambon, Father Suvel Omaya, and these are the guys who started the competition, and they actually started for the media guys to take part on a Saturday.
However, for the last 10 years, the competition became more corporate as more business houses joined. That saw mainstream medias pulling out of the competition. National Sales Manager for SP Buri, Matthew Green, said MPC is a well-organized sporting code and SP has been the major sponsor for 4 years now. He said they look forward to continue their support and sponsorship in the code of pool. Pundiu extended his gratitude to supporting sponsors such as Tourism Promotion Authority, Lamana Hotel, MAPEX Training Institute, and the Mining Department for their tremendous support towards making this competition a very successful one for this year. Gladys Skilla, Trukai Sports.
To darts now, the NCD Dart Association played its grand final yesterday to end the 2023 season on a high note, with best players and teams receiving trophies. The season began early this year at Sports Scene in Port Moresby.
The NCD Dart finals were played in two divisions, Division 1 and the Premiers. In Division 1, the match was between NCD Team 2 and the Weigh-In. The match saw Weigh-In side prove to be more dominant with their target shoot to secure 5 stars, defeating NCD Team 2 with 3 stars. The Premier Division saw defending champion K180 Falcons up against Rubbish Naduk. The Falcons proved that they were the champions by defeating the Rubbish Naduk in what was known as target shoot, giving them 5 stars to 1 to defend their championship title. During the presentation of trophies to the top teams, players who performed well, including male and female, were recognized with awards as the top teams walked away with trophies and cash money. To end the season, President of the NCD Data Association, Dr. Kapua, acknowledged all sponsors and participating teams for making this 2023 season a success. He hopes to make the 2024 season bigger and better, and also encouraged others to register and participate in this sport. Natasha Voy, Chukai Sports.
And Chukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Chukai Sports.
You're watching Chukai Sports. This afternoon saw PNG Kumuls victorious over the Cook Islands with a well-earned 46-10 points in the Pacific Championships. The Kumuls now look forward to facing Fiji next week, with the Kumuls coach Justin Holbrook saying that the team needs to work on their consistency going forward. The Madang Schools Rugby League competition ended its inaugural season with the top teams from the Under-16 Boys and Girls Division playing in the grand final. The competition, which is in June this year, saw a total of 16 teams from primary schools in Madang town. With the event being successful, the organizers are expecting a much bigger competition next year.
This year's winner for the girls' division was Storms from the Lutheran Day Primary School, who beat the Holy Spirit Primary School Saints 14-6 points. And the Cusbao Primary School Marlins in the boys' division defeat the Holy Spirit Primary School Saints by 3-0. Madang School Rugby League Chairman Tony Charles Karawa said this year was a trialling year that turned out to be successful, anticipating that the next year will be even bigger.
We're looking at more schools coming in, and even high schools will come in. So that will give us a lot of work to do. And this year we had few sponsors, companies that came in, but next year the positive signs out there. Major companies in Madang would like to come on board and give us some big sponsors on this league. So like we did today, we'll balance everything out. End of the day, we'll let everybody know their money was like this.
Kara said the young players started from scratch but eventually improved their skills throughout the competition. He said he is confident that they will continue to go down this path in Madang, and it will surely bring out talented rugby league players in the province at a young age.
The ultimate goal is to actually create a pathway for the younger ones so that the kids, when they grow up and they go into the future, like today they're getting trophies, that will go into their records as I'm a player. So when they go into playing for rugby league as a motivation, they will go and develop their skills going forward. So we're going to graduate them out of here, but they will carry it with them wherever they go.
Karawa said this competition was started as a way of addressing law and order issues because most of the crimes committed are by young youths in the communities. This year's competition was supported by corporate sponsors, hence the chairman is now calling on the provincial and local level government to step in and support the school children's tournament next year.
Madang in its nature, by way of people have branded it a crime zone of petty criminals here and there. But petty criminals are caused by human beings, and human beings, this is where it all begins, in the classroom. So we take them away from this and give them the sports at different avenue, and that different avenue will help them to understand the life as other meanings apart from crime.
Natasha Voy, Chukai Sports.
That ends Trukai Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
Weather forecast for the next 24 hours. Southern region, Port Moresby, Kerema and Popondetta, cloudy with rain showers and possible thunderstorm. Daru and Alatau, cloudy with rain showers. In the Momase region, Ley, cloudy periods with some showers. Medang, Wewak and Vanimo, mostly fine. And in the New Guinea Islands region, Lorengau and Kavieng, mostly fine. Kokopo, Rabaul and Kimbe, evening showers easing into cloudy periods. And Buka, cloudy with some showers. In the Highlands region, Mount Hagen, cloudy with rain showers, then morning fog. Goroka and Kundiawa, cloudy with rain showers, then morning fog. Mendi and Wabeg, cloudy with rain showers and morning fog.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Sunday, the 15th of October, 2023. From all of us here, pleasant viewing. Good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Paradise Foods, celebrating 90 years in PNG.